Let's end this. June 1983. There has been a series of disappearances in Hinamizawa Village, Shishibona City, X Prefecture. The suspect is Mion Sonozaki, 16 years old. Allegedly, she abducted 5 Hinamizawan residents, Soryo Sonozaki, Sonozaki Shion, Kimiyoshi Kiichiro, Furude Rika, and Hojo Satoko, and imprisoned them from June 19th through the 21st. Preliminary investigations on the incident were delayed at the time due to insufficient evidence, but by chance, the case was solved rather abruptly. On the morning of the 22nd, a vehicle patrolling the Sonozaki property heard screams from inside and rushed in as an emergency measure. They secured the suspect's missing younger sister, Sonozaki Shion, and her 2 missing classmates, Mayabara Keiichi and Ryugu Reina. The suspect fled the scene. We found hair, pieces of skin, and blood of the 4 missing people, Sonozaki Oryo, Kimiyoshi Kiichiro, Fururika, and Aojo Satoko, in the torture room that was discovered in the basement of the outbuilding on the Sonozaki family property. Supposedly, that's where they were killed. We concluded that the victims were tortured in that torture room. However, their remains have still not been found. According to one of her imprisoned classmates' advice, the bodies should be somewhere in the basement of the outbuilding where torture took place. However, nothing has been uncovered as of yet, including the escape route the suspect took. In addition, investigations continue regarding any possible connection to the series of mysterious deaths in recent years. But no evidence that Sonozaki Mion was involved, either directly or indirectly, has been found. There are still many unclear points as to the motive behind the incident, and as those of the Sonozaki family and the residents of Hinamizawa have been extremely uncooperative in assisting us, we expect to require a long time to clarify them. The opinion of a local officer knowledgeable about the region is that this may have been a lynching, an internal form of punishing sacrilegious acts carried out against the beliefs of Hinamizawa Village. It is clear that these incidents are particularly rooted in this region, and the prefectural police department has ordered a cautious investigation. We anticipated gaining valuable clues from the missing person believed to have been imprisoned for the longest time, Sonozaki Shion, the suspect's younger sister. However, the incident has left such serious mental after effects that she has not been in a state of mind to properly answer any questions about what she knows. The psychiatrist concluded that she is in a temporary state of shock, but as of today, she has yet to show any improvement. I was acting at first. It was just an act to avoid being interrogated by the police. As it turns out, though, fake insanity can become real. Who knew? You see, I couldn't bear it any longer. I continued to be haunted by the presence Yugurena had talked about. So close that it touched my back almost. It wasn't Satoshi-kun, and it wasn't a hallucination. It had become Shion's ghost. Shion didn't go to heaven after all. She was always by my side instead. Shion didn't like the fact that I was still alive when she wasn't. So she had decided to haunt me until she witnessed my death. Every night she whispered to me, telling me to die. I get it. I get it. I shouted at the Shion at my back. In my mouth, she shouted back at me. Must look odd to other people. They'd think I was arguing with myself. Not fair. Why are you still living, sis? Die, die, die already. You said you'd die right after you killed me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So dark and cold in this well. It's cold. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I get it. I get it. Shut up. What exactly do you get, sis? You won't die in the way you want to. You're just running away. You're trying to survive even after you did all those horrible things. You'll never be forgiven. You're cursed. Cursed. You're destined to die. Shut up, Shion. You're just a ghost, so shut up. Sis, you lousy shit. Fuck off. It's not fair. You and I should always be together, even after death. So, Mion, I've come to take you with me. Mion. Shion banged on the door. The noise is too loud. It's cracking my ears and my head open. Shion's trying to break in. Ah, shit. All right, Shion, I get it. The perfect way for me to die is to be cursed to death by you, isn't it? But I won't be going so easily. I won't simply disappear. It would be fair if your beloved was left alive after all. I went out onto the balcony to avoid Shion, who was on the other side of the door. If I jump over the railing to the neighboring apartment, I could reach the fire escape. Eat shit, Shion. I leaned over the railing and jumped on the balcony next door. Then I rushed down the stairs, noiseless as a cat. Shion was too stupid to realize that I escaped. It wouldn't take long to get to Keiichi's house on a motorcycle. Shion must believe that I'm still in that room. She's so stupid. Soon enough, I could see the Myanmar mansion. I'd never seen it before, but I heard a great deal about it from Shion. He told me that Keiichi's room is on the second floor. I should wake him up. Throw a stone. Wake up, Kei-chan! Wake up! Wake up! I threw a couple of stones at the window, and shortly thereafter the light turned on and the window opened. I saw Keiichi there. The moment I saw him, my madness pulled off for a while. Even from here, I could tell that Keiichi was running down the stairs. He showed up quickly, with a doll in his hand. I felt depressed to see it. It was the doll he failed to give to Shion. It isn't fair after all, Shion. I'm so jealous, Kei-chan. I want to receive a doll from Satoshi-kun too. Mion. It's been a while. How are you? I'm doing alright? Despite the burning insanity within me. I spoke to him calmly. It's true. My body is controlled by the demon now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here this late. Are you alright hanging around this place? I really shouldn't be. Anyway, what's wrong? What do you need at this hour? I wanted to talk to you one last time. I feel horribly sleepy. Maybe it's more like fainting due to loss of blood. That sensation is proof that the insanity is swallowing me. Well, I can't stay for any longer. Are you alright? Are you not feeling well? I tried so hard until now, but I can tell. I'm done. This is my limit. They're about to come up behind to take me away. I won't get to decide how I die. Shion won't allow me to. No wonder I dropped her down that well. It wasn't only her. None of the people I killed chose to die how they did. Considering that, debating how I'll die must seem a luxurious discern to the dead. Are you okay? Don't force yourself. Oh, that's right. I had something. I'll kill him. Kill him, kill him. I'll avenge Sadoshi's death. Avenge his death, this guy, and Shion's beloved. I hate her. I'll kill him and teach her a lesson. This. While gravity's pull spun around me, I realized that I had stabbed him with a knife. I made it. I made it in time. I made it before God killed me. I got back at her. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Take that, Shion. Kyoichi rolled on the ground, clutching his stomach. I've done it all. That's everyone I wanted to kill. Oh yeah, I did it! I did it! I avenged your death, Satoshi-kun. I did! Don't you love me for it? Won't you stroke my head? Yes, this was all a bad dream. After all, I was just in my room, like always, suffering from nightmares of Shion. But where was I now? Where was I now? That's right. I had been standing on my apartment's fire escape, alone. Still recall that dream. Yes, I had stepped out onto the veranda. My front door was still locked, so I had to climb through the veranda again. Whoa! My foot had slipped, and then I felt a floating sensation. After that, a sharp, indescribable sensation ran through my head. That incredible pain finally cleared the fog away from my nightmare. I just slipped from the fire escape as I tried to return to my balcony and fell onto the roof, jutting out from the elevator hall 2 or 3 floors down. My room is on the 8th floor. I wasn't expecting to be caught up here. When I fell, my head landed right on the concrete corner, and I could feel both enormous pain and the warm blood dripping out. I felt strangely calm. I didn't sense the demon, Shion's ghost, or my grudge. I felt just like a baby. Nothingness brought me peace. All my memories from when I was born and named Mion up until today came to my mind. I recalled memories of the time I'd spent with Satoshi. Tears rolled down my cheeks. Where did I go wrong? When in my life did I make the wrong choice? I do know just where and when that was, because Satoshi-kun reminded me. I'll leave Satoko to you. Sure, I believe you'll return. I'll be waiting for you. I'll take care of Satoko. I'll wait for you with her. Be good girls. You left your precious sister to me and nobody else. Guess I didn't get the significance of what you said. I'll be fine this time. Will you, though? I love you, Satoshi-kun. Satoko. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. Dion, I'm really sorry. Could I pay everything with my death? No way, right? It's not what should be done. I wanted Sato to rub my head one more time. I wanted to hear him mumble one more time. I knew it was too much to ask. And so, I had no other regrets. That brought an end to my apology. I rolled over, finding myself falling to the ground. Head first. I hoped my head would crack open. Take me to the hell I deserve. I was just a demon. I belonged in hell. Why was I born? Why did this world give birth to me? Wouldn't have been born? I wouldn't have suffered if I hadn't been. Meaningless. Wasn't born, but he would have suffered. Thank you for treating me. Thank you for teaching me love, even though like this. Even though I was like this. Even though I'm really sorry, everybody. I really am. I'm sorry. Satoshi-kun could give me another chance. I wouldn't make the same mistake again. Never again. Never again. Ah, here comes the ground. Bye. I love you. Eh? I wished so many times that everything was a dream, so I wrote it down, hoping for it to become true. Dreams and cartoons are often like this. There's a huge stack of toy sweets, I can't possibly eat them all. I try to reach for them, but then somebody wakes me up. This dream, it's been a tremendously long one. I must have been sleeping for more than a year. That's right. I ran away from baseball practice. I stepped onto the street when the light was red and got hit by a motorcycle. I've been in a coma since then, but I finally woke up. When I open my eyes, I see a hospital ceiling, and Satoshi-kun looks at me from the bedside. That's a bit too perfect. Okay, right? It's okay for it to end that way, right? Right? Sorry that I was born. I'm so sorry. Breakdown of all persons involved with or linked to the series of deaths. Yunamizawa. Tamaya Hojo died via homicide by blunt trauma within the village on June 20th, 1982. Case closed. Satoshi Hojo believed to have disappeared from the village on June 24th, 1982. Whereabouts unknown. Hiro Tomatake. June 22nd. Investigation ongoing. Mio Takano, death by strangulation. Strangulation? Sonozaki Oryo, murdered by Shion Sonozaki. Violently abused post-mortem. Head shows extreme relieved to have been murdered by Shion Sonozaki. Ichiro murdered Shion Sonozaki. Hojo, Shion Sonozaki. Mion Sonozaki. Shion Sonozaki. Keiichi Maebara. Oh! Reina Ryugu, last accounted for in 2004. Current resides in Shion. Graudo Oishi. 2004. Tetsuya Kumagai. Idiot. Oh, Kuma-chan! He made it! Asai died of liver cancer. Ichiro Maebara, Aiko Maebara, Daiki Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun, Rumiko Chie, Tokyo Yoshi Kameda, oh Kameda-kun, oh Epeme, oh Keiichi, heart failure. Shion Sonozaki, cause of death is severe. Yeah, suspect for serial murders. Following her death, police filed charges against her for the 5 murders, which began with Oryo Sonozaki. All right, it's lunchtime. Hey, Nana, put our desks together. My lunch has meatballs today. Sounds good. This old man will have some then. Ika-chan, bring your desk over. I'm coming. Whoosh! Oh. Unfortunately, meatballs are my favorite too. I won't allow you to have any. Unfortunately, I won't let you do that either, Satoko. You have to have some veggies, so I cooked some squash for you. Whoa, that's harsh, Shion. Ah, I hate squash. Ah. Don't be so picky about your food. Squash is very nutritious. You're still growing, so you need to think about things like that. As long as I live, I won't let you have an unbalanced diet. Here, guys, have some. Steamed squash is delicious. Munch, munch. Santoko, it's really sweet. Yeah, it's super good. Balance of flavors is perfect. Santoko, don't eat this. It's too good for you. What? Excuse me? Don't like your tone. Just try one. Take a bite. See? Isn't it good? Oh, it isn't so bad. Of course it isn't. I've been working hard every day to get you to overcome your dislike of squash. Okay, now that that's done with, why don't you overcome your fear of eggplants, green peppers, and asparagus within the year? Stop joking! At this rate, I'll transfer to a school in Okinomiya. Oh god. Don't even joke about that now, Satoko. Come on, I'm in charge of your health since Satoshi asked me to take care of you. I won't let you eat junk food either. I hate you, Shion-san. I hate squash. Okay, but for real though, does she actually... I can't... Does she care about Satoko, or is it... like... Happy Diary. Zoned. Hmm. This went a little differently, huh? Okay. Do I do extra for the tips? Staff room. Hold on. Ah, okay. Okay. A happy diary. Yes, when Mr. Kasai broke in, the room was empty and the window leading to the balcony was open. That was when she fell. She hit the elevator housing right beneath, which gave her a concussion. Honey? Then, oh, okay, I got the wrong. I should have. Well, that's just embarrassing. Then she rolled off the roof and hit the ground, killing her. The reason Mr. Kasai didn't find her, even though he suspected her suicide, is that she was on the elevator housing at that time unconscious. Maibara Keiichi was stabbed at about the same time. Was Sonozaki Shion unconscious on the roof then? I doubt it. She must have snuck out of the building, stabbed Keiichi, then accidentally fell when she came back. Doesn't that sound right? Ah, would you look at that neighboring balcony again? Oishi-san, you've got a call on line 3. Oh, who is it from? Sato, apparently. He says the password is wrong. Hello, Sato-san. You must have some good news. Hello, you were right after all. Thank you. I'll buy you a drink on Flower Road. What was that call about? Mahjong invitation? Bingo. The Sonozaki sisters switched places. Mion is Shion, and Shion is Mion. They made a mistake when they were supposed to tattoo this. Wow, they're just fucking just saying it. Okay. They made a mistake when they were supposed to tattoo the successor. So Mion and Shion are swapped around in this notebook. So then Satoshi-kun and Shion's... no, Mion-san? But this is confusing. Anyway, with that, you gain a clearer understanding of their relationship. Are you talking about the mysterious notebook you received the other day? Didn't you say it was all mumbo-jumbo that could possibly confuse the case? Even after switching the names, it's still confusing. I don't know how much of the content I can trust. Even if this is true, Fururika's death seems very suspicious. The Diary of a Lunatic. It drove me nuts when I read it. You know this line on the last page about how she's sorry for being born? That makes me want to jump out the window. Even so, this is a happy diary. Happy diary? Do you know how many times Satoshi-kun's name appears in this notebook? God, Oishi, you fucking romantic. Yon-san really loved him. But because she was so young, a few mistakes caused that love to be misdirected. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, alright. So, hey mom, tell me, why did you have a fight with the hag? It was bad enough that she disowned you, right? I'm nosy about everything. I guess you're old enough to know. She objected when I told her I wanted to marry your father. Eh, what? I was living a very unseemly life back then. Then the man I brought back home was a Yakuza. So, of course, she got terribly upset. She said the head of the family will choose your fiancé, and I said, screw your decisions, you fucking virago. So then we both tried to cut each other down on the spot. We unsheathed our katanas in the living room and clashed and slashed and sliced. Hey, you fought that hag with a sword? Way to go, Mom. Well, I was into martial arts when I was young. Both she and I held high ranks in kendo, so yes, it was quite the show. Everyone nearby was terrified. That was... See, was that why you were disowned? That's right, I was happy for it. I married your father right away. Well, I was forced to remove my fingernails in atonement, though. See how the fingernails on my left hand look ugly? Wow. So that's why you and the hag have a bad relationship, huh? You know what, Shion? That's not actually true. Our relationship is actually pretty good. What? That can't be right. She has to maintain the family's reputation, so she can't treat me normally, and accordingly, I lay low at the family councils, but I visit her every now and then, and we have tea together. I believe it! This is just between you and me, okay? She removed her fingernails in atonement a long time ago herself. Look carefully at her hand the next time you see her. What? What did she do? Beats me. I don't have a clue. Hey, you do so have one. It's all over your face. Tell me. Detective Meakashi. Okay, I believe we are done after I hit this. You think that murder can be justified depending on the motive? Hi, this is Ryukishi 07. Thank you for playing Higurashi When They Cry Kai, Chapter 5, Meakashi. Although I depict many deaths in my work, I often ask myself a question. That question is there such a thing as justifiable murder? In our world, murder is prosecuted and the degree of punishment varies depending on the motive and circumstances. Having different degrees of punishment means that we are putting a value on the dead person's life. Some scenes justify murder in Higurashi. By degrading the life of the victim in those scenes, the player can sympathize with the characters more easily. The degree of sympathy would be different from person to person. The people who could sympathize probably felt catharsis, and the people who disagreed with the character might have felt uncomfortable. That's indicated by how opinions were polarized regarding Keiichi's actions in Tatarigoroshi. In Meakashi, there are also a number of murders. But this time, the main character, Shion, tries to earn sympathy for each one of them. How did you feel? How much were you able to sympathize with her? If you couldn't sympathize with her at all, then please berate her as a crazy murderer. If you sympathized with her at all, then please have mercy on her. If you sympathized with her almost entirely, then please have mercy on her. If you completely sympathized her, then please let us berate both of you as crazy murderers. Okay, good. What about me? Well, that's a secret. I'd like to reverse my question this time. Already turning the chessboard around, eh? What kind of murderer could you sympathize with if you were to be killed? Oh, and that's so interesting. A murderer who doesn't care about people's lives. That'd be quite a regrettable death. It's extremely sad to be killed in denial of all your values. A murderer who begs for forgiveness in tears. That'd be quite regrettable too. They shouldn't kill you at all if they're begging your forgiveness. So, what kind of murderer could you sympathize with? In the end, sympathy might just be a method for making the story more interesting. If you can sympathize, it's fun. Can't sympathize, they're just crazy. We cannot put value on human life. It's a sin to even try doing so. A murder is a murder. Nothing more than that. I just hope everybody can live happily together. Yeah. I think that's... Yeah. How does that sound? Would you agree to... I think I would. If you wouldn't... Thank you very much for playing Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 5, Meakashi Kai. I could only bring out this 5th episode thanks to all of your support. Higurashi will only get more intense as it approaches the finale. Nothing would make me happier than if you continued reading the chapters to come. The next chapter will be titled Tsumi Horoboshi. Really, I'm rather fortunate if you've enjoyed yourself even a little. Thank you again for playing. I hope this has brought a little color to your life. 7th expansion, Ryukishi 07. If this motherfucker makes me cry 3 times, in this one chapter. I swear to fucking God. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I made it out. Okay, no dibbity bobbity boobity boobity with the who's its and everybody. Okay, I guess that's Meakashi. I don't know when I'm gonna start. I scratched that. I guess depending on how I feel after next week's episode of Sotsu, we'll decide whether or not I start Sumi Horoboshi. I had not intended on plowing through Meakashi completely in its entirety tonight, but I did. And yeah. Whew. This was a ride. Thanks for joining me, citizens. It is just a little past 2 a.m. I meant to go to bed a few hours ago before I had that turnaround myself. Like I said before, the stuff applies regarding upcoming streams. Yeah. I'm tired, emotionally drained. I think I'd better cut this off before I do end up letting him get that third one in out of me. Let's see. Is there any? There, yeah, I think I'm just gonna crash citizens. I apologize for any potential raidies. We'll have to do that another time. So thank you again for watching with me, citizens. Thank you for joining me. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Wonderful night. What the fuck? I was trying to say life and night, and that is... I need to go to bed. I love you all. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, this is going to have to be... farewell.